Good morning. Hi, my name is Stacy and I'm going to show you a little process of how I put together this scrapbook page. I'm taking a photo of this brand new newborn baby, Mallory, and this is going to be a cover page to her first year scrapbook. And so I've already cut down the picture a little bit. There was a lot of like excess hospital stuff in the background, mounted it on some cardstock and some old piece of paper that I had laying around. I don't even know, is it Amy Tan maybe? I don't know. Great question. So I'm going to also use this piece of paper I've had sitting around forever. It's one of the first cuts I made when I got my silhouette a couple years ago. And I cut out all these hearts out of this amazing POW paper. And I glued it then to this piece of white cardstock. I'm going to use that someday. Well, today's the day. So I cut it into these strips so I can use it on the first page of this album and the second page. Or the last page, rather. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to put it on here somehow. Other things I have pulled out. Some beautiful ribbon. Okay. Some velvet ribbon. Isn't that nice? An old packaging bag that I'm gonna layer somehow. A white doily. This is an offcut from this Bazzill cardstock. And then I've cut apart, I've got a couple little labels I've pulled out. This is from the crepe paper Little U, both of these sheets of paper. This is a cut apart sheet. It is called My Sunshine, Mon Rayon del Soleil. I'm butchering the French, sorry. This is the back side, the B side, the front. I've cut apart, so it was something like that. And I'm definitely gonna use, I don't know, a couple of these. I'm gonna layer it up somehow, okay? I think I want this to be sort of like a title with it. I'm gonna set this one to the side. Also, this is Little Nose from the paper. This is the B side. It's got those, it's just really subtle pink. It's such a pretty pink. I'm gonna use, I think one of these guys. And I've pulled these pieces from my stash. Some enamel dots from Twine and Ink, white and gray. Maybe these crepe paper from the Wonder collection. I think that turquoise might match the ribbon. Yeah, pretty close. And these little stickers from Studio Calico. These are just some other pieces I have left over from some old Maggie Holmes sticker sets. So I'm hoping to use a couple of those. We'll see. Okay, let's see how fast I can throw this bad boy together. This is what I did. I've been practicing my hand lettering. I wrote this on vellum, and I made it really thick. I did 3 downstrokes so that it would be really obvious. And let me tell you, cutting out vellum is so great. It's really smooth, and you can see the edges are just real nice and rounded. Anyway, I used this Tombow soft tip. I know it's all written in Japanese, so sorry about that. But it's a soft tip pen. Let me see. Here's an off cut from the vellum. Right, so sorry, it's getting a little old, and so I think I'm running out of some ink here. I had to go over the other one a couple of times. Anyway, you get the idea, right? When you push, it's a brush tip, so as you push hard on the way down, you can really go soft on the way up. That's how you get those thick and thin lines. This is a Pentel sign pen, and it's another brush tip pen, but it's in gray. And I was going to just go around all of the edges here and just kind of drawing a line. And this doesn't need to be a brush tip pen or anything. I'm going to draw. I just stop every now and again and do some dots to break it up. It's meant to look hand-drawn, so I'm not super worried about it. My kids are in school right now. It's the best time ever for scrapbooking. I'm really excited about today because I've got a couple of hours to myself. How about you? When do you scrapbook? That's mostly when I do it, kind of in the mornings after the kids go to school, if I don't have any appointments or work. Okay, so there you go. That's going to be the base of my page. This is a Bazzill cardstock, the one with the kind of like the lines going up and down. Anyhow. Okay, a couple adhesives I use, the Tombow Mono Dots and the Tombow Liquid Glue. Sometimes this is going to be really heavy, so I'm going to use this Sookwang. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Sorry about that. It's this super strong double-sided tape. This one's going to be really good for the ribbons as well. So, peel that off, peel that off. I kind of want it slightly up, I think. And be careful, because when you put the... No, actually, I take that back. I want it slightly down in case I want to put something up top. I think. Yay, I'm going to use that for the first time. I'm so excited. Now, this is going to be tricky getting this on here. Maybe I should sew it. That's what I should do. I'm going to stick this one down, though, with this heavy-duty glue. I think I'll sew on that turquoise because otherwise, all those little holes in there, the adhesive will just be sticky if I don't do that. Plus, sewing will be really cute anyway. All right, so I am going to trim this ribbon. I'm going to sew the turquoise on top and on the bottom, and I'll be back, okay? Okay, here I am, I'm back. I sewed it on. I'm not the greatest seamstress, so all I do is sew on paper. You see I had to go back. I lost it. Anyhow, check these bad boys out. Yeah. Online, I saw someone had gone to a Tuesday morning, like a resale shop, and found these scissors. My husband and I went on a date in San Jose. We live about an hour. It's about an hour's drive. Anyway, we went to San Jose, California, and lo and behold, there next to us was a Tuesday morning. So I went inside and I found these scissors. Now, I also thought I was getting a smoking deal on some of this adhesive. I was like, they're like $1.50 each, basically. It came with a refill for $3. The only problem is it doesn't stick, like, at all. Everything was falling apart that I was gluing with this. So, note to self, if you are thinking about buying some of this, I don't recommend it. Not a good idea. Okay, so trim that stuff, throw it out. So that's the base. I like it. It looks kind of nice. Now, I'm using a doily. I think I'll use this adhesive, which, guess what? It actually does stick. So that's nice. You see through it a little bit, but that's the idea. You can see those hearts. That's okay. I'm covering it up because I'm using some of these little offcuts that I had. I'm going to go with this one. I like this sentiment. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most space in your heart. So darn sweet. Oh, freeze. Before I do that, these edges are all looking just like... I could either use my handy dandy like distress ink around the edges. That might be good enough, yes. I usually don't plan stuff out this much when I'm scrapbooking BT Dub. This is what I was using, by the way, the Tim Holtz distress ink and this little thing. I didn't even have to dip it in the ink because I've used it so much. This time I will. That's it. So what I like doing with this, as I've watched too many Glitter Girl episodes, but I like how, this is a quote from her, I'm sure, not my own original idea, but it makes it look as though this paper was meant to be cut to this size when it has an edge around it like that. So I like using, this is a new one to me, Hickory Smoke. I've used a lot of the walnut ink in the past, but I kind of like the grays. As my husband says, yeah, I noticed our entire house is like gray and yellow with some turquoise, because I love those colors. Okay, so this is me here-ish. Now I've got this bag. Should it go behind the doily? Should it go on top of? Let's do that. Then we can really see all these different layers. Again, with the inking. Okay. So see the difference if I put this edge against that or this edge that has the gray? And I like how subtle the gray is. I can make it a little darker, or you could go black or something, but I like this one. All right, so I think I'm gonna do like sandwich that doily so that you can see it. Now you notice that when I'm putting the adhesive, I'm only putting it down here in the hearts. And I'm doing that because I'm fairly certain that this POW paper, that glitter paper, is not going to really stick. I'm just guessing, taking a wild guess. Okay, sticking that down. You can see the doily still. Okay, and my photo is going to go somewhere else in here, because I was thinking, so I took these letters that I wrote in vellum and I cut them out. I put some scrapbook adhesives, the little foam squares. I cut them in half. You'll see I just like cut this little strip off, and that way they were skinny enough to kind of hide behind my letters. Another reason to make some thick letters. Now, one thing that I noticed is that I feel like you can see that background too much. If you put that there, it's a little easier to read, a little more legible. I mean, I guess the whole idea of having the vellum is that you can see through it. Pardon that pop. That's my knee. I can't bend my knee or straighten it without it popping and kind of hurting, but wah. That's my life. It's fine. Totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to stick down. Sorry, I'm noticing that I'm scrapbooking rather crooked. Okay, I left that one on there for now because I just want to put it on this thing. And then, oops. I think I need another one right here. But wait, there's more. Okay. All right. Now, what do you think about that? I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to attach a few of these. This is a little bit of a pain in the... I'm just going to say but. I'm going to say it. My children aren't around. I can say whatever I want. I'm an adult. It's a little pain in the butt pulling off all those little tags, but you can do it. I can do it. Okay, same story. I'm going to go ahead and just put the adhesive there on the hearts. Okay, now I just have that one. I'm going to go ahead and take all this adhesive off, because I think that's just where I'm going to put this letter. I did this for a project a different project I was working on, rather. I wrote on the vellum and I cut it out and I just loved it. It was super easy, pretty fast. I was amazed that this didn't smear at all as I was cutting, right? And it didn't, the vellum is so easy to cut. I know I already said that, but it warrants being repeated. Oh, no, wait, I don't have this stuck down. What do you think? I think I'm gonna make it up a little. Nah, it's fine. This book that I'm making is all done. But this is one of the last pages. Maybe I'll film doing the end page as well, her 1 year picture. So this is just a little newborn picture. But the book is so wide in the binder. I should grab it. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at that thing. And so it can barely even close. I'm kind of afraid of making more bumpiness. Because look, I did like flare and stuff. You know how it goes. All right, I'm back. This is stuck down. This is not. This is going to get stuck down now. Anyhow, love, love, love how this looks. These letters. Okay, rip that a little. NBD. I'm going to cover it right back up, so we're fine. All right, last thing. Again, I think if I was doing a different book, I would probably put a lot more dimension up in here. Up in here. However, because that book is so full already, and I know this has to be it, I'm not. The book has so much dimension already. So do you love putting dimensional things on your pages? I'm just going to layer the papers up a bit, and that'll give it some more dimension. Okay, look at that. So it doesn't really warrant any more writing. I think I'm going to trim this little edge because you can see the white paper. And in the meantime, I'm going to be thinking about what I want to put on top. Because I think it needs, that's why I pulled all that other little knick-knacky stuff out. Remember these guys? Remember these things I pulled out? I was thinking to do like these types of things up here. And the reason I'm just going to go ahead and stick them here, because if you know anything about these crepe paper 6x12 sticker sheets, they're great, they're adorable, but they're not really all that sticky. They're sticky enough that I'm not going to use my beautiful new gold scissors. I'm going to use these bad boys, these old Fiskars. In fact, these are the ones I used just to cut out those letters. Did I say yet how much I loved cutting out those letters and how fun and cute and easy? I'll stop. I will stop. Okay. So this is kind of my thought. Something like this-ish. Inking again with that Tim Holtz Distress Ink in Hickory Smoke. Okay. Normally I think I go to the left with that kind of thing. But because this is here, it's already kind of flowing this way, I think I'm going to try to draw it I might just stick them here. What do you think? And then do something else right here. I'm gonna need something else that's gray. Okay, one thing I didn't show you was, oh, that was my little tester. One thing I did not show you is I had this stack of, this is from a Simple Stories, what collection? Anyway, it was a big cut apart sheet that had all these. Love, love, love these colors. I'm not so fond of cats, so this side I like. This is a cut apart sheet from something else. Sorry, these were just some scraps that I had. And so I was thinking I could use these to bring a little more turquoise in. It's so subtle right now. I'm not sure if I really want it. Maybe these guys would be the better option. So here's the part of my creative process where I wing it. I wing it all the time. I think I need something going on over here. Okay. You'll notice I already inked this I was going to use it on something else, and so it has that brown ink around the edge rather than the gray that I'm already using. Therefore, I'm going to have to cut it out completely. Like I'm going to cut the edges off for that reason. And maybe up here, I can just make a little, what do you think? So that I have something turquoise up here, and then maybe I'll do something turquoise down here. I just let it look too plain up along the top. Sometimes I just do another strip, but I've got all this vertical stuff already going on. What do you think? A little bit of turquoise. And then maybe I can incorporate this one. Again, I gotta get rid of that, those brown edges. Maybe nobody else would have noticed, but that's something that would have driven me bonkers. And just like maybe stick it under in this corner. Very subtle, hardly anything there. It's like I need it to be longer. Okay, sorry, I know this is gonna be a really titillating video to watch. What will she do? Where's she gonna put the turquoise? Dun dun dun. I also have this. Look, it's a, I don't know even what it's from. It's obviously from crepe paper. It's just a little piece. Normally I don't save anything that small, but somehow it just like got caught up with all my little scraps. And I'm not going to use that. Throwing it away now. It's done. I think that's enough turquoise. That's 3 points of turquoise. But I still need something here. It's not going to be that. Throwing it out. I have white and I have gray. And I'm going to pause because I'm going to go look. I have a little drawer. Actually, I don't even need to pause because I just reorganized all my stuff. Now I have a drawer. I keep little stuff in one of these guys that I bought bunch of years ago. And so this is like turquoise and green. None of these are the right ones. What's that doing in here? Neither turquoise nor green. That's more like orange. Okay. Tags. Green. Isn't this exciting business? Watching me? I'll probably fast forward this, so don't worry. Don't worry. You might not have to sit through it. Isn't this fun? Old tags, old cut apart things from who knows what. Sorry if you wanted to use any of the same products. That's from the Let's Party collection. I did a big project for our local scrapbook store with that. Okay, folks, I'm not going to make you sit through any more of this. I'm going to pause. All right, friends, I'm back, and I'm a liar because I told you that I was going to throw away that little piece, but I didn't. I'm just going to go for it. I sewed these items down wherever I had them. And again, I'm not going to use pop dots or anything because this book is too bumpy, but I just like zigzaggy sewed it up a little. And I'm just gonna stick this here and figure out a way to cover it up with some other things. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm thinking it just needs something else right here. I could have gone with like some washi tape or something else, but I haven't. This is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take these leftover guys that I have here. And I'm never super concerned about where these dots are going to end up. I'm just going to put like 3 or 5 of them down here and 3 or 5 of them. I might put 5 here, 3 there, because I do want some flow going on and I want to work in odd numbers because, but I have 6 on here. Look, I could just be done with them and throw them away. Oh, that's so lovely. I think then I'm just going to scatter them all over the place. I'll put one. Lucy. Didn't I just say I don't stress out about where to put these? Lies. All lies. Okay. There we go. Let's put a tiny guy here. Look, throwing something away. Oh. Do you ever feel like so excited if you've used up a roll of washi tape? Some of you were like, who's ever done that? Teach me your ways, Obi-Wan. Wait. Oh, look at what just happened there. Interesting. It actually, the backing came off with it, like totally hole punched. Okay, still going with that location. Okay, so I'm gone off of my odd number. I don't even know how many I have, but well, I still have an odd number here, but I'm just kind of zigzagging them. I might even put something here. Because I'm crazy. Girl. You so crazy. I know. Because look, I could use them all of these up as well. Would that be like way too many dots? Not if I made it look like I meant to put them everywhere across this row. So now I got something new going on here. I'm going to hide that one a little. Oh, I know. Just so crazy. So now we have a full-on splatter, okay? And look, 2 packages to throw out. I've been in a major purging. People, I think that's done. I'm not using these stars because that would be just a whole nother shape. And the turquoise, I'm kind of covered on turquoise. If this looks odd to you, sorry. Calling it a day. Mallory Lucy, the beginning of her 1-year scrapbook. Ta-da!